Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Cornder, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by the reigning NSIC Offensive Player of the Week, Katrina Barthelt of the Bemidji State soccer team. Katrina, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
All right, as we do each week, let's start with you telling us a little bit about yourself.
Um, Katrina. I'm from Bartlett, Illinois. I'm a junior and I'm an exercise science major.
All right, a native of Illinois, just outside of Chicago. What brought you to Bemidji State?
Um, kind of a couple of things. I mean, I love kind of the atmosphere here. I like the being on the lake. I like this kind of small classroom feeling. I think that was something I looked for. And then overall, just kind of how personable the coaches were when I came up here on my visits. I thought that was something that I really was looking for in a college. So that kind of drew me closer to here.
You mentioned Coach Jim Stone. He's been at the helm of this program for over 2 decades. Talk about the culture he has built at Bemidji State.
Our culture is, I mean, I love it here. I think we all kind of try to embody our pillars and they're, love, faith, and hard work. I think ever since I first came here as a freshman up until the team this year, everyone on the team has really tried to, embody those pillars and kind of be in the role of like love, faith, and hard work for our teammates. And I think that's kind of created the culture that we have today. So it's really great to know that I have a good group of girls here with me that, we all have the same kind of beliefs in what we want for our team and whatnot.
And the Beavers, they're the two-time defending NSIC tournament champions. You were picked third in the NSIC preseason coaches poll. You come out and you begin the season with a pair of tough 1-0 losses to some top-notch Division II opponents, but you rebound last week with a pair of wins. You're down to Quincy 1-0. What was the message that Coach Stone gave you, and what takeaways did you use from the first two matches to help come out on top in that match?
Yeah, I kind of think positivity and just like our energy. I mean, it kind of sounds cliche, but it's hard to kind of come back after a two-loss weekend. So I think we really just need to know that we can't let that affect us. And we kind of had to, bring the energy on the field and from whoever was on the bench at certain times. Like we kind of just need that energy all around and that positivity that, we're here for a reason. Like we know what we need to do and we know what we're capable of, and just kind of being able to see that through. And I think our energy Friday night and throughout the rest of the weekend since then was just amazing. And I think that really helped us propel to get those wins last weekend.
You followed that up Sunday with a 5-1 rout at Bemidji State where you scored a couple of goals. Tell us about this year's squad and what makes it so special.
I think this year we kind of have a lot of like diversity on our team. I think we have a really big group of girls that can do a lot of different, really good things. So I'm excited to kind of see what we're able to accomplish this year. I think with the diversity, there's a lot of creativity on our team. And even off the field, the girls are, even better people. I love hanging out with all ages on the team. I think everyone's really meshed together this year really well. So I'm excited to see kind of how we continue to grow throughout this season.
So this weekend you begin conference play. You play Minnesota Crookston on Friday at 4 p.m. How much scouting goes into each match, prior to each match? And what do you know about the teams before you play them each week, playing those Friday, Sunday matches?
Yeah, we take kind of the whole week to kind of, prepare for those Friday games and kind of touch on those Sunday games and stuff. But I think on top of kind of seeing how the other team plays and seeing what kind of strengths we can play to against teams for the Friday and Sunday games, we also kind of have to look at, okay, what can we improve on from what we did last weekend? We watch some of our own film and kind of see what's going to work for us, what did work for us that we need to maybe make better, and kind of not only look at the other teams we're playing, but look at us as ourselves and kind of see how we're going to put that towards this next week's games.
As we mentioned, the NSIC schedule is Friday, Saturday contest. It's a grind for the next 8 weeks as you continue that schedule. But over the past few years playing for Bemidji State, what have been some of your best memories on those soccer road trips?
It definitely can be a grind. I think that as the year goes on, our kind of list of things we want to work on, starts to taper down, it gets shorter. But personally, I love being on the road. I think it's fun. I think it's a good, bonding experience for all of us. We get to room with different girls on the team. I think it just kind of brings us closer together. And I kind of would have to say that I think my favorite memories have kind of been when we are on the road, specifically maybe like on the road for like conference tournaments. I just think being able to bond with everyone and also having that energy of like, hey, we're at the conference tournament, like we made it this far, like we really can make strides here. I just think the energy on the team is always amazing. It's always a really good time to be able to be on the road with your teammates and kind of have that experience that, not many teams ever get to experience. So I just think it's such a fun time to be able to be on the road during those like conference tournament times.
So over your career, what's the best advice you've ever been given?
Well, kind of a tricky question, but I feel like it's gonna sound kind of like cliche, but honestly, I think just kind of like being able to like have confidence in yourself. I mean, the more that like you believe that you can achieve and that you believe that you and your team can achieve, the farther you're gonna go. I think confidence, can take you miles. So I think it's really just believing in what you're capable of, and that'll just get you so far, I feel like.
All right, my final question for you. Athletics is a platform that can go beyond competition. Last weekend, the squad wore their Spread Hope shirts in support of Baskets of Hope. Tell us a little bit more about this.
Hope's Foundation goes towards Baskets of Hope. She kind of makes baskets for kids in the hospital who maybe don't always get to have those kind of goodies that they can have, and kind of, bring them like an uplifting kind of moment for them to kind of enjoy things that may interest them and stuff. So I think it's super exciting that we get to play a role in, uplifting these kids that maybe need to like would like some uplifting into, hard times. So I think it's great that she kind of has this foundation to, grow for other kids all over the world. I think it's super awesome. Hope is just such like an amazing individual. I think she is such a kind and, caring soul. And I think it's so amazing that we have the opportunity to kind of use our platform to be able and spread about her foundation and stuff. And also we have SAC at our school, which I'm also a part of. And I think it's really exciting that we are able to, bring her foundation into that and kind of make it something more than just our team. We can open it up to so many other teams and allow it for so much more to happen. And it's just amazing what we can do because she's just the sweetest girl and does so much for us that we, is even off the field that no one can really see. It's just she's brings so much positivity and kindness and yeah, to our team. It's just awesome.
A fantastic initiative for the Bemidji State Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Great work with that. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. Katrina, best of luck to you and the Beavers the rest of the season.
Thank you.